Greetings, toy heads, and welcome to another episode of Go Figure with me, your host, Eli Williams. And today we are having a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends series Blackheart Build-A-Figure Wave Strange Tales Marvel's Dracula. Had this on pre-order from Amazon, and it rolled in the other day, and now I'm sharing it with you. So let's have a look here. First off, newer style packaging. I really dig this new style packaging too. Marvel Legends series, warning, choking hazard, don't put action figures in your mouth. Build-A-Figure Blackheart right there. There you can see Dracula and all his Dracula-iness. Marvel Strange Tales, Ages 4+, Hasbro logo on the top. Marvel Strange Tales. On the side here, we've got some fancy schmancy artwork there of Dracula. And then on the side here, side of the box. On the back, we've got the Marvel Legends series multilingual blurb about Dracula. There you can see the wave for the Blackheart. Haven't decided if I'm going to try to get him or not. I do have this guy, number 5. Who's number 5? What's it say? Oh, Damien Hellstrom. I've got him coming because I thought he looked pretty cool. I don't have the other ones. I could buy Moon Knight and then piece out the other 4 pieces. Actually, that Wolverine doesn't come with one, so I would only have, if I got Moon Knight, I would only have to get 3 more pieces, whatever those are. Down here, jibber-jabber legal jargon across the board, ages 0 to 3, you know what that means. If your child is not born yet, they shouldn't play with these toys. That's right, you're welcome. Marvel, Hasbro, and then on the bottom, more jibber-jabber legal jargon, Houses of Klingon, and Barcode. Let's get him out of the box and onto the pedestal, and we'll have a look. All right, here we have him on the pedestal. Let's have a look at the accessories first and foremost. We have the left arm of Blackheart. I'm really not going to go into too much detail with this, but we have the left arm of Blackheart with a splayed out hand, and then also a pointy looking hand. I may end up getting this thing. I haven't quite decided yet, but I may end up getting the pieces. I'll probably buy that Moon Knight because he'd be the only figure that I would want out of that set, but I'll have to look over him. But yeah, left arm of Blackheart with the extra hand. Just gonna sit that over here. And then with Dracula, we've got 2 heads. We have the sort of menacing open mouth snarl sort of look, and then we have just a neutral face. Almost looks like if you weren't really paying attention to see that his pupils are white, it almost looks like his eyes are red and he's cross-eyed. But that isn't the case. But it's a nice head sculpt, very white hair, very pale skin. We've got those red, piercing red eyes. It's wanting to focus on the figure in the back. We got those piercing white pupils behind or in front of those red eyes, and we have these big gold earrings on him. The face is just a little bit more fleshy toned than the hair. It's almost, as you can see there, almost blends in together, but that skin is very eggshell, I would say. But still a great looking head sculpt. Looks really good. You got the hair tied back in a ponytail that does pop off if you wish to do that. And then we have Dracula's sword, and it is a serrated edge broadsword, all done in shiny silvery plastic, as you can see there. And then we've got a black painted on handle with a little deco thing there for the pommel with some spikes on it. Pretty nice looking sword. I don't think this is a reuse. I think this is a new sculpted weapon. Looks really good. And then he comes with 2 sets of hands. We have 2 grip hands on him by default, and then 2 fisted hands here, both with in and out hinges on them. And then here we have Dracula, and he stands at approximately between 6 1/4 and 6 1/2 inches tall. Actually, right about to the top of his head is 6.5. I think he's dead on at 6.5 to the top of that hair sticking out there. And this is a really cool sculpt. This one with the head sculpt, we've got the same hair, but it's kind of wind blown, as you can see there. It's kind of fluffed out. But on this head, we've got the teeth gnashed, looking really sinister. And then we've got the same gold earrings, pretty much the same head sculpt with just a little bit of fluffed hair and a snarl. And then down to, we have a cape that is rubbery, somewhat soft, rubbery cape. I hate rubber capes. But this one, I mean, you could probably make one if you got that color, a charcoal gray, and then just kind of sliced it up there. Sort of a batwing looking cape, which makes sense. And then we have some clasps here with a chain on the front of this great looking armor that is very reminiscent of what Gary Oldman had in the original Bram Stoker's Dracula movie. It's very similar to that he had on there he had like a set of armor on at some point in the movie. It's been a minute since I watched that. But yeah, we got the sleeves poking out of the armor there on the sides, going down to some. The armor I wouldn't say is metallic. I guess it'd be more of like if you've played Ark, the chitin armor in Ark Survival Evolved. Kind of reminds me of that sort of. But yeah, we've got scalloped gauntlets there with some spikes on them. I may actually hit those spikes with my chrome pen or with my silver pen and kind of make them metallic. They just seems like those should be metal, like, I don't know, like silvery. But we got a bodysuit there with some design on it, going down to the boots. So everything here is exposed on the armor and on the upper arms, but covered on the chest, so as long as nobody can put a stake through your heart, I guess you're all right. But yeah, going down to these very above the knee boots, looks pretty good, because it doesn't have the boots and the gauntlets and the chest piece don't have a metal shininess to them. So I'm assuming they're going for like hard leathery armor. Or something like that chitin, like I was talking about. So yeah, pretty interesting looking. Let's go over articulation. So the head, we've got a static neck? Yeah, static neck with looks like a dumbbell going into the, let's put the other head on just to see. It's a larger dumbbell, but yeah, a dumbbell going into the head there from that static neck. Did I get that? Let me make sure that I got that. Yeah, we got that. Okay. And so down to the cape. And the cape is glued on right here in the front, so it would be very, very easy to replace that cape. And I may need to do that if I have to go to the fabric store and get some stuff myself. I will do that. And then we have sort of like some black poofy arms there, where we've got full rotation on that, but that's going to be a big issue because of that cape. But there is a full rotation on the arm. There is a bicep swivel on there. The arms go out. You can get them out and up. They would go higher than this, but this cape is totally in the way. This should have been soft goods. This really should have been soft goods, the way that cape is sculpted. But there is a bicep swivel and a single... Is that a single elbow? Or is that a double elbow? Okay, I guess that is a double elbow. Double elbow going right to there where that gauntlet catches. And then we also do have a gauntlet swivel on there. Full rotation on the wrist. With a hinge, in and out hinge on there. Does this one have an up and down? Okay, so the right grip hand is up and down hinged. Ball joint mid-torso from the lower to the upper, giving us a little bit of hula hoop action and some twist. There is no waist swivel on there. Legs out to there, actually pretty far. No drop down ball joint. There is a thigh swivel with a double knee going right all the way back to there, actually, considering he's got those big boots on. All the way back to there. No gauntlet swivel, but there are detents on the feet with a forward rocker. Let's get his sword in his hand here. There you go. So yeah, pretty cool looking figure. Let's get him off the pedestal. We'll line him up with some other characters and see how he scales up. Alright, here we have him with the Medicom mafex Return of the Jedi Boba Fett, the Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series Imperial Stormtrooper version 2, the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series Walmart exclusive retro carded Zartan, and the NECA Ultimate War Duke from Dungeons and Dragons. All in all, this is a fairly decent figure. It's not anything, super spectacular to write home about, but there's some articulation problems with it, and the rubber cape kind of really gets in the way of a lot of things. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. I would very easily be able to give this a higher score, but the big rubber cape in the room is causing issues. No waist swivel. The double elbows are really wonky. The legs are fine. The head sculpts look great. The sword looks great. The hands, everything about it. The joints are smooth, but it's just got a few problems. But it's still a great looking figure, and it's going to look really great up on my shelf. I'm going to put it next to Blade, obviously. So the Marvel Knights Blade. Yeah, 7 out of 10 for me. It looks great, but articulation's a little off. But, they can't all be winners. So that will do it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that bell so you can get information on all the good things coming out of my channel. You all have yourselves a great week and a great day. I'll see you next time. And until then, don't forget to get your figure on. Take care.